The story of Ruth and Naomi. Once upon a time, in the land of Moab, there was a woman named Naomi who had two daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth. Naomi's husband and sons had died, leaving her and her daughters-in-law without family or support. Naomi decided to return to her homeland Bethlehem, because there was a famine in Moab. She told her daughters-in-law to go back to their families and find new husbands. Orpah kissed Naomi goodbye and returned to Moab, but Ruth refused to leave Naomi's side. Ruth said, "Don't ask me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried." Naomi and Ruth journeyed to Bethlehem together. When they arrived, it was the time of the barley harvest. Ruth went to the fields to gather leftover grain for them to eat. She happened to go to a field belonging to a man named Boaz, who was a relative of Naomi. Boaz noticed Ruth and was kind to her, allowing her to gather grain and even giving her extra food. When Naomi heard about Boaz's kindness, she encouraged Ruth to go to the threshing floor where Boaz would be winnowing grain that night. She told Ruth to uncover Boaz's feet and lie down. Ruth did as Naomi instructed. That night, Boaz woke up and found Ruth at his feet. He asked his servants who she was, and they told him she was Ruth, the Moabite woman who had been working in the fields. Boaz was pleased with Ruth's kindness and loyalty to Naomi. Boaz knew that as a relative of Naomi, he had the right to redeem her property and marry Ruth. He went to the town gate and spoke to another relative who also had the right to redeem the property. This relative declined, so Boaz redeemed the property and married Ruth. Ruth and Boaz had a son named Obed, who became the grandfather of King David. Through Ruth's faithfulness and loyalty, she became part of the lineage of Jesus. And so, Ruth's story shows us the importance of loyalty, kindness, and faith. The end. Remember, kids, being loyal and kind to others can lead to wonderful blessings, just as it did for Ruth.